All right, today we're going to dive into a new frontier in the ongoing war against cybercrime. And this is a battle that's not just being fought with bigger walls anymore, but with way smarter weapons. We're going to take a look at how companies like AIONNEXUS are using artificial intelligence to build a more adaptive and, frankly, more intelligent digital defense. So let's just start with the core problem, right? Cyber threats? They're not just some static virus you get in an email anymore. No way. They're intelligent, they adapt, and they are absolutely relentless. So the real question is, how in the world do you fight an enemy that is constantly changing its game plan? And this constant evolution, well, it's a massive challenge for pretty much every single business out there. The old playbook for security, it just doesn't work anymore. And a lot of companies are finding themselves way more exposed than they think. For years, the approach to security was basically like building a really strong wall. And hey, for a while, that was good enough. But today's attacks, which are often powered by their own automation and AI, are more like a relentless flood. A simple wall just isn't going to cut it. It's getting overwhelmed by the sheer number and cleverness of modern threats. So if the old methods are failing, what's the alternative? This is exactly where a new kind of defense becomes absolutely critical. And it's the core idea behind a company like AIONNEXUS. AIONNEXUS isn't just another company selling firewalls. Their entire philosophy is built from the ground up around a single, really powerful concept, using AI to, well, essentially fight fire with fire. And it all comes down to these three words: intelligent, because the system is actively hunting for threats instead of just waiting around for them to strike; adaptive, because it literally learns from every single attack it sees; and resilient, because it's designed to withstand constant pressure. So, in other words, we're not talking about building a wall anymore. We're talking about building a living, thinking defense system. But AI-driven engine sounds cool, but what does that actually look like? What does it mean? Let's pop the hood and get into the mechanics of how this technology really works. So, the first piece is artificial intelligence. But don't think of it as just one single brain. It's more like a team of tireless digital detectives. It's constantly scanning for anything that looks suspicious, any weird anomalies, the subtle clues that hints an attack is coming, so it can step in before any real damage is done. Then you've got machine learning. This is what gives the system its memory and its ability to get better and better. Every single attempted attack is like a training session. The system analyzes the technique, learns the pattern, and makes sure it can't get beaten the same way twice. It's basically in constant training mode. And the final piece of this powerful puzzle is automation. Let's be real, a modern cyber attack can happen in seconds. Automation allows the system to respond in milliseconds, blocking threats, patching holes at a speed and scale that no human team could ever possibly match. And here's where it all comes together. This is how those three things work together in this awesome, self-improving loop. The AI detects a potential threat. Bam! Automation instantly jumps in to prevent the breach. And then, machine learning analyzes that failed attack to make the entire system even stronger for next time. It's this continuous cycle: detect, prevent, and strengthen. Okay, so that's the engine. But what does it actually do? Let's take a look at the specific services AIONNEXUS uses to put all this technology into action for its clients. Yeah, this isn't just a single piece of software. It's a complete arsenal. It includes things like an AI-powered Security Operations Center, or SOC, which is basically a 24/7 digital command center for your entire network. But it also covers cloud security, managing vulnerabilities, compliance, the whole shebang. It's a true end-to-end solution. And here's the really crucial part. This kind of protection isn't just for megacorporations. The whole system is designed to scale. Think of it like a suit of armor that grows with you, offering the same top-tier protection whether you're a small startup or a global enterprise. Okay, so the tech is cool, but let's get down to the bottom line. What does all of this actually mean for a business? Why should you care? Well, the biggest and most immediate advantage is just a massive reduction in risk. Instead of constantly playing defense, always reacting to attacks after they happen, you're actually preventing them from succeeding in the first place. That protects your data, it protects your reputation, and ultimately, it protects your business. Second, it frees up your team. Just think about it for a second. When your security is automated and managed by a smart system, your IT staff can finally stop spending all their time just putting out fires. They can focus on innovation, on projects that actually move the business forward. And finally, it's all about future-proofing. With a system that's constantly learning and adapting, you're not just buying protection against the threats we know about today, you're actually investing in a defense that's going to be ready for the attacks of tomorrow, even the ones that haven't been invented yet.
So, all of this, all the technology and the strategy, it really just boils down to one simple but incredibly important question that every single organization needs to be asking itself right now.
At the end of the day, the goal of a system like this is to empower businesses. It's all about giving you the tools to operate with confidence in this complex digital world, knowing that your technology is secure, smart, and genuinely ready for whatever comes next. And that really brings us to our final thought. We know the digital world is only going to get more dangerous, more complex. So the real question is your organization truly prepared for what's coming next?